Well, very good morning on the 30th of April. Boy, that was a cold, noisy night. Very cold. I've been dismantling the tent, it's absolutely soaking. It's very low temperatures, it's probably about 3 or 4 degrees. Got a water bottle. Coffee's on there. Now I'm waiting to boil and get my coffee bag in there. I'll feel better after a coffee, I can tell you that much. Whoa. Not a good idea to camp next to A9, but I had no choice. And it's going to be a beautiful day, so once I get everything packed away I'll be alright. And we'll start our walk. I only had, well, I had probably a good sleep between midnight and 2 o'clock, 20 past 2. I had to get up for the loo, which is a bloody nuisance. Always is for people who are camping. They're all snug in their bed, but they've still got to nature calls, isn't it? So that went a lot of hassle, and then I didn't get back to sleep until about 5 to 4. Not really, because the noise was terrible. Anyway, let's stop moaning, get coffee and eat. It doesn't matter what tent you use. If you carry a heavy tent which is more waterproof, the weight is unbearable. And if you carry a lightweight tent like this one, it doesn't hold out the conditions. Well, I've done alright. I got some sleep. I had a train. Yeah, there he goes. The first of many on the day. It is worth it to be out here at this time of the morning, the beautiful sunshine. It's going to be very, very warm today, so I need to scamper as soon as I can. But what a thrilling time I've had, actually. It was a great walk that yesterday. And this is the cycle track that the Scottish Government put in, which is obviously useful because it's a pavement for the A9. It goes to Loch from Dalwhinnie, and Tramp to pass up that way, as I mentioned last night, I think, and the A9 splits in two, northbound here, southbound up top. But the noise of the lorries last night, pretty constant. I think the only time I never got anything was about 3 in the morning. I couldn't get to sleep either, but it was a quiet period. But wonderful. Looks a bit messy that over there, Andy, but we'll get that sorted soon. Let's get the coffee inside us and a lovely old cigaretto, if you don't mind. Thank you. That stuff, Okay, it's 8:05 and ready to go. I've kind of packed up differently this morning. I put my roll mats at the top, and I've put the tents inside as well. Did I? I can't remember. I think I did. Get as much bulk at the top where the shoulders can support it, and it saves that drag at the bottom of the your back, everything, all the weight, like yesterday. So I've got a lot more stuff than I needed, to be honest, because I thought it was coming for more than a day, but I've got to walk now back to Rannoch, so that'll take a while. Incidentally, that's my plastic bottle, so I will be taking that with me to the nearest bin. Very conscientious about litter. Final cup of coffee, Eddie. And that's unbelievable. The A9's actually quieter at this time than it was during the bloody night. Anyway, I won't linger here too long. I'll keep my footage. I've deleted some film. What I need to do is try and save as much battery power as possible. I thought it had gone last night. But anyway, I'll stop muttering, brother. Hopefully you're glad of this little spot that I chose last night. Beautiful morning, glad to be here. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else actually, it's just beautiful. The Rannoch Pass all up there. So if I'll be checking my map, it's quite a distance to the turn-off for my Trinafour junction, and we have to get over the mountains, so it's going to be a tough day today again. But I'll switch off for now, alright? So having a temporary stop here, I've got a blister, but the secret is get some moss, just attach that, put my sock back on with the moss around, and that will protect it. It's just due to a little bit of dampness inside the boot, and the sock's been a bit damp after the overnight. So we'll get the socks back on. I've had them dried out there in the sunshine, and as I say, we'll put the moss on our heel, and that will protect. Also there's some antiseptic in the sphagnum moss as well, so that should help as well. So you can see we're on the old part of the A9. These go back to the mid 70s, these lines, maybe 77, 78. Well yeah, well, it would have been handy. 78 would still been this part that wasn't opened in 78. Was it 76? No, we came up in the old A9, 77. So yeah. So we've reached the junction for Trinafour, 4 3/4 miles this way, Eddie. A9 sits there, and this is Dalnacardoch lodge across there. The old A9 is standing upon. So I was going to stop and get something to eat here actually. In fact, I think we will. There's a big stone. I think we'll make a coffee, Andy. I think we'll have a tuna roll. Yes, I think we will. So I'll be glad to leave the noisy A9 behind me as I get out towards Trinafour. But I've had oatcakes and tuna, and what I'll do is I'll set up for coffee when I get to Trinafour. It's 4 3/4 miles, 5 miles actually. So I've covered 6 already. Yes, I've got quite a long day. Let's get to Trinafour and then we'll see what time it is then. It's try and get there for what time, Andy? 2 hours. 2 hours. Yeah, 12:30. Coffee there for lunch. So this is not a moan, but I'm struggling with a blister. It's gotten larger, and it's well, it's just the way it is. What you got to expect when you're out walking miles and miles. But it's going to hold me back a little bit. Should be alright at downhill, but on the uphill it's painful. But it's very, very hot. There is a little breeze, but it's only intermittent. And there's no water in any of the burns. They're all very dried up. Oh, never mind any. Keep going, that's the secret. Just keep going. There's a cuckoo in my company, it's along there. It's been flitting around. Of course it stops when I start speaking. So that last few miles was a definite struggle, Annie. A real struggle. So at the top of the pass, and then we'll head down to Trinafour, and then we're back up a hill again, a long way up over, and then we climbed, then we sort of zoomed down into the Rannoch section. It's still a long way to go. There's a good chance we could get a thundery shower. The clouds are quite busy today, so there's a chance we might get some isolated thunderstorms. It's typical for the Highlands. So it's bang on 12:30, and this is just coming down to the hamlet of Trinafour at the bottom of the valley there. And then I've got that hill over there to take, a long steep road, and finally over onto Loch Rannoch side. So it's still a long way to go. The waters of Dalnaspidal and then along to Loch Rannoch itself. So yeah, several miles still to go today, Annie. But we're making progress, a bit slower than I intended for that last stretch. I thought we might get here before 1:30, but it's not bad. Quarter mile down, so it's 4 miles, 1 hour 45 minutes. I suppose it's okay, Annie. I have to say it's been a perfect couple of days for doing this walk. That's the pipeline from Erchty Dam, and I took another break. Feeling better now. I had something to eat and another nice coffee, so I'm feeling a bit charged up now for the last well, like I say already, but we've still got a long haul, but we've broken the back of it, Andy. We've done what we had to do. As I say, there's not a lot in Trinafour, but it is on the map. Power station here, and no bridge over there. Let's have a just quick check, Eddie. Where does that bridge stay? You are here, Eddie, and just as I thought, it was a General Wade's Bridge. I didn't know this, but I wanted to check just to be absolutely sure. But I've just walked his road, mostly from Dalnacardoch, and so that's part of the road that goes away over to Tumblebrig. And so there we go. It's really good to know this, Annie. It's confirmed for you. That's a Wade's Bridge. What a great builder, eh? Well, that's been a long 5 mile, Andy. Let's hope the 7 miles to Loch Rannoch isn't quite so long. But we've got an extra mile to do to get to that hotel, so 8 miles. Trinafour. A big long climb again out of here. Not to worry, we're doing alright. I've only got a cup full of water left. That's it, that's your Halloween ahead here. But we're homeward bound, Annie, so to speak. Not far to go now, Bobo. My car's parked over that hotel. Oh, I'm exhausted, I tell you that. It's been a long one today. Very much. Alright, so I'm back at the car, and I'm pretty glad I managed to, the last 12 miles have been absolutely hectic in the heat and no water. I mean, I definitely had a touch of heat exhaustion. I was starting to, the dehydration and the heat. Not joking you, the combination of that and tiredness and not much sleep and putting on the miles with that big, well, 20 odd kilos anyway. Oh, easy. Carrying that for, well, that was a long one today. That was about 17 to 20 miles anyway. Yeah, easy. Now I'm still tired. You probably hear my voice. I'm exhausted. I've got a 45 mile, 50 mile journey back home now. It's 5 to 6. I've been sitting here for a few minutes. When I got to the shop, I sat and drank. I got a can of lemon Fanta. It was ice cold. I was absolutely, well, real joy. I started having thoughts about lemon Fanta as I started walking the roads. A drink I never take, but it came into my imagination. I thought, oh, we've got lemon Fanta, and they did. So that's what I took. I got a bottle of water, and my speech is all to hell. I'm absolutely exhausted in that heat. It was just. That's been. I'm glad I've done it. That's another one off the bucket list. It's absolutely brilliant to know that I contemplated doing that walk for a long, long time. I've actually completed it. I don't think I'll do that again. Actually, it's one just a one-off route. I've got great weather for it. That's all I can say. But there's no water anywhere. Not the burns are all dried up and everything. And you can only carry so much water for weight. And just about every pouch I've got and every corner in that rucksack was full anyway. So I was desperately bad for water, especially over the last 9 miles. It was awful. So I'm just making sure everything's all dried off before I get that stored away for the next time. So never take a chance, because what will happen is everything will it'll go mouldy, and so you've got to make sure everything's thoroughly dry. I do it every time, no matter how much a pain it is, but that will be out there for an hour or something. And then I'll get that folded up and all packed away. And I do that with my roll mat and rucksack and everything. Everything's got to be absolutely bone dry, so that the next time you go to use it, it's just a good in condition that you had it on the journey. I did take the big rucksack after all. I needed it. But, you can see the wind's picking up, so that's great news. And the sun will be out shortly, and that will get a good toasting. So thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it.